Welcome to The Way, the official Ridgeway High School podcast, where we shine a light on the amazing students, staff, and stories that make Ridgeway more than just a school. It's a family. Today's episode will be hosted by Dr. Nelson, principal of Ridgeway High School. Each episode highlights the people who embody the Ridgeway Way through excellence, creativity, and heart. Today, we're kicking things off with our very first episode, spotlighting an outstanding student whose dedication and energy inspire those around her. This is The Way, and our first guest is Elizabeth Montero, an exceptional 11th grader who brings passion and purpose to everything she does.
What's something that people at the school at Ridgeway might not know about?
Well, there's a lot of things that students know about me, apart from sports and all, but I think the biggest thing would be is I'm into dinosaurs, geography, and stuff like that. I love learning about the world and just stuff like that, different countries and population-wise, I've always liked watching YouTube videos younger and just watching, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a huge dinosaur person even now. That's great. That is awesome. If you could describe Ridgeway in 3 words, what would they be and why?
I'd definitely say devoted. This school is very devoted when it comes to education and entertainment, stuff like that. And I'd also say calm. It's not like lots of trouble or too many stuff going on at the same time, but it's definitely a calm environment where I can study, I can do my work, and
Right.
Devoted, entertainment, and calm.
Awesome. And I appreciate in particular the calm part because I know the administrators and teachers really work hard to make it calm for y'all so that we can be devoted in the teaching. So that's great. Who or what inspires you the most here at Ridgeway High School?
I'd definitely say Miss Love, my English teacher. She pressures me and motivates me to actually, do my work and excel in it. Definitely be more into it than I was before this beginning of the school year. So I definitely have to thank her for that, and just in general making her motivating, to do my work and such, and trying my best for sure, and setting more goals for myself.
Great. Miss Love is actually going to be with us a little later on, so that's awesome. What's been your proudest moment so far at Ridgeway?
My proudest moment so far in Ridgeway would have to be sports. My soccer team, it's an honor playing with them and winning our district and city championship. So that's definitely the proudest moment right now.
Winning district, winning city, and being highlighted by MSCIAA as one of the leading scorer in the district this year. It's a great job and displaying excellence at the work.
Thank you.
What extracurricular activities, I know you've mentioned sports as far as soccer and things like that, but what other extracurricular activities, whether they be sports, whether they be clubs, those kinds of things, what are some other things you are involved in here?
I'm currently in a newsletter club. We're writing about different things happening so far in the school building and outside. One of our main topics is definitely basketball. Currently, their homecoming is coming up, I believe.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, we're talking about that. We're also talking about censorship in education, something, that the students can learn about as well. Interesting facts, and fashion is one of the trends as well. Another club would be, I'm also in the pep club as well. Yeah, we've gotten into it a little bit so far, but I think that's about it so far.
Great.
I'm interested in joining more clubs this year.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'm actually looking forward to y'all's first newsletter and newspaper because in particular with fashion and trends and things like that, being in a high school and being a high school principal, I have to learn more about that. All the skibbity and 6'7" and everything else. I got to know that kind of stuff, right? So what is your favorite subject here and why?
Currently my favorite subject would have to be math. I think Mr. Goel, he's an excellent teacher, really the best. He, makes sure we have our problems solved and right and precise. He gives us time to solve them and multiple examples. So I think he's a really good teacher for sure. And math would have to be my favorite so far.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Which teacher or class has had the biggest impact on you and why?
Biggest impact. I'd have to say Ms. Williams, my biology teacher. I remember last year being a little off when turning in my work and doing it, but this year, she's motivated me and, gave me a lot of advice on how to do it. Work always comes first, and then whatever, set my priorities right. So it definitely have to be Ms. Williams. She's amazing when it comes to advice.
I know there are a lot of students that love Ms. Williams.
Yeah.
And here's our last question. We're going to wrap it up here. Okay. If you could tell incoming freshmen, so some 8th graders that are coming in, or even honestly, because we're still early in the semester, even though we just hit Q2, if you could tell either current or incoming freshmen that are going to be 8th graders now that will be freshmen next year, one thing about Ridgeway, what would it be?
I would tell them that it's a really, really amazing school. It's definitely, if you're really into doing your work and wanting to make sure you get your life together and all of that stuff and work in general, Ridgeway is that school. Apart from its strictness, it's actually, the place where you can be, sharing your work and sharing what you want to do. It's fun. It's fun most of the time. Yeah, definitely.
Great.
I'll tell them to come for sure.
So I want to thank you again, Elizabeth, for being the first person ever to do the Way podcast and be our student spotlight. I know it was a lot of pressure. I really appreciate it. You did a phenomenal job. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Folks, make sure you check her out on the soccer field, even though the season's over now. She's going to be here next year. So make sure you check her out. She's going to be doing some great things. We look forward to being able to hear stories about her when she's an alumni, but just not yet. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was an honor being here for sure.
Thank you.